Hi, everyone. I'm Ellen Jaffe Jones with Get Set Up, and we are so happy today to bring you some exercises that hopefully will improve your bone density. I am a nationally ranked sprinter, certified personal trainer, certified running coach, and through weight training have actually made some improvements on my own bone density. So it's a pretty cool thing to happen. You really need to be working out with weight or using your own body weight as a weight 2 or 3 times a week to make that magic happen. So first thing we're gonna do is just a little warm up in the chair while we're seated here. Just wanna give our heart rate a little boost because you never wanna exercise cold muscles. And depending where you are, it might be really cold. Hope not, but just warm up with me here. Just with a little arm movement. Let's get the arms at chest level, heart level, because when you are at heart level or above, your heart rate goes up. And that's a good thing as we get to these motions. All right, first thing we're gonna do is hold on to the chair. And so what we're trying to do here is to inspire osteoblasts. That is a fancy way of saying bone growth, or at least just maintaining what you got. And the biggest risk we face, especially us females as we age, is breaking a hip. We do not want to do that. So everything we can do to keep those hips loosey-goosey and strong, it's all good. So we're gonna be holding this for about a minute total. I'll let you know when the time is up and you can release. Taking nice deep breaths here. Do not ever hold your breath when exercising. So not good for you. And just keep a nice, even breath. Keeping it going. All right, for another 10 seconds in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. And just give your shoulders some circles here and rotate. All right, now we're gonna hop out of the chair because most of the exercises that we can do, if we can do them without being in the chair, it will be good for our whole body unless we wanna stay focused on certain parts of the body, and we will do that. We'll come back to the chair in a little while. But for right now, we are going to do leg in behind and arm in front with a little bit of a hold. So almost like a balanced position. Again, we're putting half of our body weight on the other half of our body, especially the hips and the leg. And again, we're doing this for about a minute. You do this at your own pace, your own speed. And we want to just be on our leg as long as it takes to just kick in possibly a little bit of bone growth or bone regeneration. That's what we're visualizing, is our bones staying intact, nice and strong. Of course, you gotta have strong muscles to support those strong bones, and that's what this is about as well. So just out to the side, keeping your breathing nice and steady. Not a heroic stance here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Very good. All right, now we're really going to inspire some bone growth by grabbing some weights. Hopefully you have some light weights nearby. And when you add weights, that's really when you inspire that bone growth because you're adding even more weight. All right, so we're going to do some squats. You should always be able to see your toes. Don't let the knees go further than your toes. And when you come back in, squeeze the glutes. So squat. Just a little baby squat. Squeeze the glutes. I'm going to give you a profile view. Oh, let's do this side because you're almost sitting down on the chair. Squeeze. We're going for 10 of these. And squats with those weights. Squeeze. The more weight you can do, better it is for fighting the big O. Where are we? 6, give or take. Squeeze. And let those weights just follow your thighs all the way down, but not too far down. 8. 2 more, squeeze. And 1 more, and we're done with that. Now we're going to do some lunges with the weights. So we're going to step forward and back, change legs. We're going for 10. Always listen to your body. If you have any aches or pains, try and forget about it. No, listen to your aches and pains. They are your body's way of saying, you know, maybe not so much, maybe not so far. Just have to listen to your body and do what's right for you. This is your exercise program, not mine. I'm just your little guide. And keep lunging as far as you can, landing on your heel, but not too hard. I think that's 8. A couple more for 9. And you're pressing back up with your heel. 10. Whoa, how's that balance doing? Last one, very good. All right, this time we are gonna go out to the side with the weights, like this, and switch sides. So all of these weights, even though we're really focusing on the legs, it's helpful for the arms, the neck, back. It's all good. And we're stepping out with our toe. That's 4. And these don't have to be gargantuan side steps. Just enough to get some really good weight-bearing exercise going. 6. Now, in an ideal world, we'd be jumping for half an hour, but I know probably most of us can't do that, right? So this is sort of a compromise. 8, 9, and last one, 10, and we are done with that. All right, we're gonna do reverse lunges now. And if you need to at any time, just drop the weights, give your wrists a little shake, but we'll go for one more round here to the back. Reverse lunges, which are always a little harder in terms of balance because we usually don't walk backwards, do we? But runners like to do this as an exercise because it's really good for the quads and the hamstring. 3. Try to land on your toes like I just did not. 4. Ooh. Almost felt like a fire ant. You ever get bitten by those? Not fun. Could also be like a little nerve thing too going on. Oops, let's try not to back into the couch. You just work with your surroundings. I was trying to back off from the camera. I think we are at 6. Let's call it 6. 7. No matter how you do this, there's really no right or wrong way. You've got the weights in your hand and you are moving, and that is hopefully inspiring bone growth or keeping things just where they need to be. And we have 1 more, let's call it 1 more, because these are such good exercises. And we are done. Awesome. All right, next we are going to do back in the chair. We are gonna do some wrist curls. So that's gonna look like this. Wrists seem to be one of the most common fractures that we get as we age. I just know a friend of mine who fell in a garage and broke a wrist. Often the wrist is the first line of defense as we fall, so it takes the brunt. We want to make sure we're nice and strong here. I think that's 8, 9, and 10. And flipping to the other side. Curling in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. All right, back to the other side. We're going to curl under now with the wrist. This might be a little more of a challenge for you. 3. I mean, how often do we do exercises like this? But just so important for keeping our wrists nice and strong and healthy. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. All right, back to the other side for the curl unders with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure your wrist is nice and level when it comes back up. And that is 10. Good. All right, now we're going to do the fun while we're down here. The thinker is always a fun pose at the gym. And there actually is a statue here and there in this position. So we are at 4. You are letting your hand and your arm extend all the way straight and coming back up to your chest for 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And flip it to the other side for the thinker for the left brain people. 1, 2, keeping your wrists nice and straight, very level. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Hop back on up to standing. And we're going to be going for some overhead stretches here. When we do this, you always want to see your weights in front of your face or at least in line with it, never behind, at least for our purposes here. So we're going to raise up to this position and we are going to stretch overhead. So when you look up there, you can see them. And this is just good for your whole skeleton all the way down the chain because the hip bone is connected to the neck bone. At least here. 4. And just do this to your range of motion. If you are only at head level, totally fine. Whatever works good for you. I don't want you to feel any pain with these. If you do, it's your body's way of saying, back off, bud. 7, 8, 9, and 10. If I threw an extra one in there, oh, it is good for you, okay? All right, next we are going to do crossbody arm extensions like this for 2. Reach out as far as you can. Whatever is good for you. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. All right, next we are going to do deadlifts. And again, only if your doctor says it's okay and you feel it's okay. So we're gonna hunch your shoulders over, go down not too far, maybe about knee level, and then come up slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. And throw your chest out a bit, turn your wrists so your palms are forward, and down again to knee level. Keeping your tummy in as you come up, your core tight, chest out, palms out, and we're going down for 3. Knee level, tummy in, chest out. Nice deep breathing as we do this, curling back in for 4. Tummy in as you come out, a nice tight core. It almost feel relaxed. You can definitely do this same routine, repeat after we finish here if you wanted to, with a heavier weight, if you feel that is right for you. Just hit the replay button. This is 5, and coming down for 6. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Next, we are going to do elbows behind us like we are a skier. So that's going to be like this, with arm extensions. This is good for our triceps, but this is also really good for our hips and our back. Keep your neck straight, level with the rest of your back. Don't arch up like this. So you're almost looking down at the floor, maybe where the floor meets the wall. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Whew. Wiggle those shoulders if you want. Next, we're going to be doing double lawnmowers. So arms are out like this at a 45-degree angle, pulling in, core tight. 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, the hard part of class is over. Drop your weights back to the chair. Oh, we're not gonna let you get off that easy. But it is now time to do twists to the back. So you can grab the back of the chair and help with the assist. Sit up nice and straight. We are just wringing out that spine like nobody's business. Some nice deep breaths here. About 3 deep breaths. And wring it out on the other side, grabbing the back of the chair, under the chair, or if you have a stool, just push with your arm. Inhale it, sit up nice and tall, very straight. And one more deep breath. Very good. And now we are going to put our hands in back of our head and push our head into our hands, keeping the elbows. I'm just showing you from the side view what this looks like. Elbows out to the side, and we are trying to strengthen our neck muscles and bones, pushing, 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 going for about 30 seconds on this. Yeah, this should feel pretty good after all the work we've been doing. But just think weight-bearing exercise. That's really the key to this. And release. Now we're going chin down to our chest. Some nice deep breaths here for about 30 seconds. So good to have a strong neck, because you never know when you're gonna just sleep really badly on your pillow, and sometimes you wake up in the morning and go like, what is that? So how quickly you recover from that often depends how strong your neck is. All right, this time we are going to the side. You can help with an assist here, or just let the weight of gravity pull your head down. Yeah. Just relax. 30 seconds on these. And we are about ready to rotate to the other side very slowly. Yeah, you might hear some crinkling and crunching. Might be my neck, might not be. One never knows. Just let your head stay to the side, keeping your upper body nice and straight. We don't want you doing figure C. So 5 more seconds on this one. Yeah. Very good. All right, if you're on a chair or a couch and you can do this, we're going to scooch off to the edge here. Now you can do this different ways. I'm going to give you some different modifications. You can stay right here. You can come off and just using your shoulders, if they're strong enough, stay right here for 30 seconds. Or if you really want to increase that shoulder strength, that upper body strength, just do some dips like this. And I'll let you know when 30 seconds are up. Gotta have strong wrist for this. So whatever feels good. If it's too much, just back off into one of those modified positions. You can use your heels to support you. And we are back in the chair, pushing off. Was that fun or what? All right, now we are going from this seated position, putting our ankle above our knee if you can, or if it's down here, wherever this works, it's all good. We're gonna scoot on the edge of the chair and crossing our fingers, interlace like this, move forward. We're getting a stretch here, but we're also putting a lot of weight on those hips in a good way, and just reaching as far as you can. We're going for 30 seconds on this. Nice deep breaths, and with each exhale, maybe you go just a scad longer on that stretch, but don't push the envelope. We recommend 80% of your range of motion, and come back to center and change to the other side. Ankle above your knee, get nicely situated. Sit up straight, interlace your fingers, and we are moving over the planet for 30 seconds. So a good weight-bearing exercise, all with your own body weight on that hip, if it feels right. If you're too tight, you can drop your ankle to your shin or to the floor. We just want to have some body weight on those sadly neglected hips, because they stay in chairs all day, and you just got to wake them up with these different exercises. So important. In 3, 2, 1, we're done with that. Okay, let's do some stretches over the side here. Again, putting a lot of weight on that one hip, but this is also a good stretch, and we're bringing this hip kind of off the chair. Don't fall out of the chair. That won't look good. Of course, I can't see you, but you can use your arm to support yourself if you need to, but try and do it full meal deal here. And we're gonna flip over to the other side. Again, hold on to the chair if you need to, but just try and put as much of your whole body weight on that other hip, because we wanna keep these hips fully functional. Any movement is good, but more movement is better. And to the extent we can do weight-bearing exercises and avoid osteoporosis, hopefully you don't have it, you don't want to get it. You can reverse it, but it is really a challenge to do so. All right, come up. And next we are going to lean completely over, or as far as you can go, putting your upper body weight on your legs in a way that challenges them, and you can wrap underneath here and squeeze. We're also getting a little stretch here, but you want to just put as much of your weight on your heels And for extra credit, just tuck your legs under and you can scoot yourself off the chair and stay in this position. And you have your whole body weight on your ankles, your feet, your legs. And this is just one way. You don't have to go to the gym, but you can use the beauty of your own body weight just to stay in these positions and to do weight-bearing exercise. All right, come slowly back to the chair. We're gonna do a couple of stretches just to close out the session, but feel free to do more stretches after we get through here. Change to the other leg. Oh yeah, nice stretch. And then we're gonna come to a standing position and an inhale up and fold over, catching your elbows, enjoying the stretch on the whole backside of your legs. Let your arms hang down, do some shoulder rotations one direction, and then reverse. And come up, one vertebrae at a time. And we will do a sun or moon salutation, depending where you are. Inhaling it up, exhaling it down. Another inhale up, and exhaling it down. And I hope you have enjoyed our class on improving bone density. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Ellen Jaffe-Jones with Get Set Up, and I hope you will join us for the next fun and fitness class. It's been great having you here. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.